Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the teaching event. This is Abdul with Pedagogy lesson 11. In this lesson, I'm going to share some sample questions for the math specializations. This will help you a lot to attempt your pedagogy question answers. In this lesson, I'm going to share some concept about the sets, geometry, some mental math, and how to solve these problems by using the logic. So friends, if you like these videos, please subscribe the channel. If you want more videos like that, press the bell icon. I'll request you, please try to share these videos with your friends, your colleagues, that they can benefit a lot. As I told you, I'm not going to leave you alone in this situation. I'm trying my best, spending a lot of time to give you more sample questions, and for both the pedagogy teachers, ECD pedagogy teachers, and math specialization especially. So stay with me. Let's see what questions I'm going to share with you today. So here's the screen. 11, lesson 11, ECD specializations, sample questions. So this question, the first question, which was about the MEDAIN, as I have mentioned in my previous video, that I'll be solving this one. So still I have two more questions to solve. So this question is about the MEDAIN, how to solve these type of the questions. So, question says the following speeds of tennis players first serves are recorded during training. The speeds in kilometer per hour are known below. So these numbers are showing the speeds. Okay. So what we are gonna do, speeds in kilometers. So the question asked, the speeds in kilometer per hour are shown in the below. What is the median of this data set? So as we know that when we find the median, that we have to put this data into sequence first. And then second step, we have to go direct to the center point of that. That what is the center point of that? So the center point of this data is called median. So I'll be telling you if it is an odd number, how you're going to calculate. If it is an even number, how you're going to calculate. So I'll be telling you three simple ways to calculate the domain. So let's see. Now, first, what I have done, I have put these numbers into sequence: 82, 84, 85, 86, 87, 89, 90, and so on. So these numbers are in sequence. Over here, you'll be finding the random numbers. So what I did, I have counted all these numbers. These numbers are 25. You can count in your pedagogy sample test, 25. So like children, I just hit the center point. So how I have it, I have removed the numbers. If it is 25, I have removed 12 on the right side and 12 on the left side. The center point becomes 89. This is the one point, okay, one method. So what you're gonna do, if the number is odd, what you're gonna do, you have to equally, okay, parts removed from both sides, right and left. So I have removed 12 numbers from right and 12 number from. The center point becomes 89. This is the one way. So the answer is D, is 89. Now, another way, okay. I use that, I said if it is an odd number. So odd number, the formula is n plus 1 divided by 2. So n is how much? How many numbers? These are the 25. 25 plus 1. It's 26 divided by. So 13. So says the 13th number is the center of this data. So if you're going to calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Even if you're going to calculate from this side, that will be also 13. So this is another simple way. What if the number is even? N plus 2. The formulas are these. N plus 2. For example, the number is 24 plus 2 is equal to 26, 13, it is the center point of that. So this is the, guys, this is the way, a simple way to find out the median. What is the median of this data set? The median of this data set is 89. Let's move to the next one. This question belongs to the sets, and this sign shows the intersection. So the given sets describe about what is the X intersection Y. So we have two sets, X and Y. Let's see the intersection of these. First, we need to understand what is the intersection. The elements that are common in both sets. The elements are common or in both sets, X and Y. So X and Y, these are what are common in both? 0. Then 2 we have no, 4, 6 we have no, then 8, 10 we have a no, 16 we have. So X intersection Y is equal to 0, 4, 8. The answer is 0, 4, 8. You can see here. Answer C. This one, I love this figure. The diagram above shows the intersection of two straight lines. Intersection of two straight lines. Based on the diagram, which of the following statement must be true? So we have 4 statements here. The measure of angle A equals the angle B, this one. The measure of angle C equals to 100. This C is equal to 100. The measure of angle B equals to 80. Now you'll be surprised that where is the 80? The measure of angle A is equal to angle C. Now let's find out, suppose you know. If this line, as we know, if it is of 180, then similarly, this line of will be 180, right? For example, if this degree is 100, which is given, right? 100. So if this line is a 180, then how much it will be for A angle? It's 80, 180, right? In the same way, so this angle and this angle both are for the 100. Both are the equal, right? So this will be the 100. Then what about the C? It will be, because we know that this is the 180. So the C will be 80. So in this way, 100, angle A is 80, angle B is 100, and angle C is 80. Now we have two angles equal, A and C, 100 and B. So let's see which one is given in the answer. First, we will check 100 and B. Do we have in the answer? B and 80. So means A is wrong, B is wrong, B80 is not equal because B100 is equal. Then measure A and C. So you can see A is 80 and C is 80. So A and C are equal in. That's the answer. A kindergarten class is playing a game involving the exchange of pennies for dimes and dimes for dollar. A die is rolled and that number of pennies is given. So one thing you have to clear, the die has 6 maximum numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So you have to be careful. The die is representing the numbers, okay? One thing is, when a student has enough pennies, they may be exchanged for a dime. So enough means the die has 6 maximum numbers. So enough means they are keep what we call dropping this die. So in order to be more numbers, okay, like the units and tens for that. So this process continues until students has collected enough dimes to exchange for $1 of a bill. So they are keep what we call the adding numbers. So that will be kind of the unit and tens. Exchange of dollar. Carrying out this type of activity is likely to be most effective for helping the students developing an understanding of it. So we have to recognize that out of these 4, which one is the best at describing the activity? the idea of multiplication as repeated addition, fundamental aspects of the base 10 numeration system, elementary concept of fraction, the history of the US currency system. So first we're going to see kindergarten. This is logic, you have to check the logic. Logic is that the class, KG class is playing a game. So definitely how a KG class can go for the multiplication. Second, how a KG class can be demonstrated or represented by the elementary concept of the factorization. Third, history. They are on the stage 1. So the content and the curriculum doesn't allow that they have to go beyond their level. So these 3 questions, 1, 2, 3, multiplication, elementary concept, and the history of the US currency system, they are completely irrelevant. So the game is showing the fundamental aspects of the base 10 or numeration system or the number system. So you have to be very careful what the kindergarten is going to live in. So initially they have to learn the number system. So if they don't know what are these numbers, and they are moving towards the next level of the addition and subtracting, multiplication and divisions, that doesn't make sense. So this is the B, fundamental aspects of the base 10 and numeration system. Now this one is in my previous about the integers numbers, I have mentioned about the 4 cases of the operations of the integers. So here is the mistake. So this is the negative integer. So you have to consider the minus, and these are the positive integers. Okay, so there's a problem. So what we're gonna do? Which of the following mathematics topics is best demonstrated by the diagram above? So I will give you the reference of my previous lesson. So first, these are the negative integers, right? And these are the positive integers. So let's see. Negative integers and positive integers. We have the 4 operations of that: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So the question says that the above diagram or that shows the which operation. So we have to tell the which operation is the correct one. Now I have chosen the case 4 because it starts with the negative number. As I mentioned again, these are the negative. So here the mistake. So consider negative signs from 1 to 8. So start with the negative numbers and make more positive numbers. So example, it's a -9, or we can say the example will be here. Here is the 7, 5, 5. Okay, that will be 7. So -7. So we are going to the positive numbers, right? So if you're gonna move from this one, that will be no minuses. That will be equal. That will be balanced. Okay. So that shows the addition operation. It starts with the negative numbers and make more positive numbers. So this is called the addition operation. So you have to be very careful about these 4 cases of the operation, or refer my previous video. Now, a box contains a total of 105 old crayons. It's crayons or something like that, of 3 different colors: red, yellow, and brown. There are twice as many yellow. So each color or crayons is going to be twice. So if it is a red, something like a 2, the yellow will be 4, and then brown will be 6, like that. So each number of it's twice. There are the twice as many of the brown crayons as yellow crayons. How many red crayons are in the box? So let's find out. Okay, it's telling the red, but I'll be telling you other. So these are the formula that shows, which of the following equation accurately represent the problem above. So I'll take the D here and give you the solution for them. R plus 2R plus 4R is equal to 105. Let's see why it's D. So first, R plus 2R plus 4R is equal to 105. So R plus 2R, 3R plus 4R, 7R. R is multiplying with the 7. Then a 7 is multiplying with the R. Here it will divide it here. So 105 divided by us 7, it's 15. So the red number is a 15, or red are the 15 crayons. Let's move to the next one. In order to prove the correct, R is equal to 2R, right? This is a formula of that one. Now 2R, R value we have a 15. So 2 multiplied by 15 is a 30. R, this one, we're gonna find this one. R is equal to 4R. 4 into 15, because R value is 15. It's a 16. So now what numbers we have? Red we have a 15, yellow we have a 30, and brown we have 60. Now first thing, if you're gonna see that red, yellow is a twice of it, and brown is a twice of the yellow. So what the question says, red, yellow, and brown, they are twice as many yellow crayons as red crayons, and there are twice as many brown crayons as yellow crayons. So if you're gonna count, the total will be 105. So red 15, yellow 30, and brown 60, in order to be clear. Use the information below. Which of the following statement accurately interprets the geometric notation shown above? The length of line AB is similar to the length of line EF. The length of line AB is parallel to the length of line EF. Line segment AB is congruent to line segment EF. Line segment AB is perpendicular to line segment EF. Now, here, if we're gonna take all these answers are the correct, okay, generally. But what we're gonna do, we have to check this sign. That what is it of? So this sign is about the perpendicular. So simply, okay, you have to choose the D. Line segment AB is a perpendicular to the line segment of EF. I will give you the solution of that. Now, once we use the perpendicular, so another definition of the perpendicular, that the relationship between two lines which meet at right angle of the 90. This makes 90, 90, 90, 90, right? Suppose, if the angles or the boxes are like this, AB, because perpendicular also shows the opposite lines. AB is the opposite or perpendicular to EF in this figure. Yes, correct. AB is the opposite or perpendicular to EF. Yes, both are making the angles of the 90, and these are the opposite lines. So hence, AB is perpendicular of the EF. I hope that that's answer. A quadrilateral has 4 equal sides of 2 pairs of congruent angles. Opposite sides of the quadrilaterals are parallel, and none of the internal angles equal 90. So we have the shapes, okay, but the internal angles, which of the shape has none of the 90 or internal angles equal to the 90. Given description, the quadrilateral must be. Is it a square? Is it rhombus? It's a rectangle? It's a trapezoid. So we have to find out that which one of the following has none of the 90 angles equal. A square has a 90. Rectangle has a 90. Trapezoid has a 90. Rhombus has a different angle, but not 90. So the answer is B, rhombus. An assignment ask students to get the data about their classmates. Which of the following is the most appropriate question students could ask of their classmate that would provide a data for demonstration of the statistical concept of the mean? The question says, which of the following statements shows the statistical concept? Let's see. It's logic. Statistical concept is the basic features of data in a study. Color, is it a statistical? Enjoy, is it a data? Favorite mine, is it a data? So how many, that shows the quantity. So these are the abstractive, or these are something that we cannot, intangible, we cannot touch, or these things, okay, we cannot count. But how many would show the statistical data? So sometimes questions can be solved with the logic. We need the calculation and all. A second grade teacher plans a math activity using a set of wooden rods of a various length. The teacher asks the students to compare the length of 2 centimeter rod of the 10 centimeter rods by asking them to see how many 2 centimeter rods we have. So there's a rod and you have rod of 10 centimeter. So what is the teacher asking? Tell me how many 2 centimeters are there in the rod or on the rod. So it's a fraction. Let's see. This is rod, still this dot. 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter. So 10 centimeter. Each rod is a 2 centimeter, right? Sorry, as a breaking of the 2 centimeter. So 10 divided by 2. How many 2 centimeters we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the answer. So guys, this is the way that you have to solve it, okay? Which of the following must be true for line Y to be parallel to line Z? Let's see. Line X must be perpendicular to line Y and line Z, perpendicular. So means making a 90 angle. Is it perpendicular? Let's see. Corresponding angles from the lines X, line Y, and line Z must add above 3. These lines, if you're gonna add, it's become a 360. I don't think so. Angle 3 and angle 5 must be equal. This one, angle 3 and angle 5 must be equal. If it is 80, this should be 80 as well as it. If it is 100, it should be 100. Angle 3 and angle 5 must be add above 180. When we add these two angles, it becomes a 180. So let's see what are these. So as we know, this is the 180. This is a 180. If it is a 100, this is a 80. If it is 80, this is a 100. This is a 100 and this is a 80. This is a 80 and this is a 100. Now, so one thing is clear, we don't have the 90 angle. So that means no perpendicular. We don't have the corresponding angles of the former by line X or by adding up 360. So we'll check the angle 3 and angle 5 must be equal. Angle 3 and angle 5 must be equal. So 3 is 80, however, 5 is 100, means no. Angle 3 and angle 5 must be add above 180. 3 and 5, total is 80, 180. So the answer is D. So this is the way, guys, you have to answer, and you have to be very careful that how you're gonna solve these questions, and by using your mental math, your logics, and the previous concept of the mathematics. So you should know the terms and how the examiner can ask you the question. So these are some sample questions. I'm sure these are gonna help you a lot. So keep sharing these videos with your friends, with your colleagues, and anyone who needs, okay, keep dropping nice comments, keep subscribing to Teaching and Learning. And if you want more videos like that, press the bell icon. Stay blessed, stay safe, take care of your beloveds, take care of your children, take care of your family. So we'll be meeting with the next lesson. I'm trying to give you more lessons before the test, okay, for both pedagogy, ECD pedagogy, and specialization. I'll be trying to add English sample question, at least few lessons before the test. So stay blessed. We'll be meeting the next lesson as soon as possible. Take care of. Have a good day.